I'm Jamie from Guitarist magazine. Now, one of the most famous Les Pauls in rock and blues history is undoubtedly Greeny, which was the 59 Les Paul, first famously used by Peter Green, which then came into the hands of Gary Moore, who it had an illustrious career with, and the current steward of the guitar, if you will, is Kirk Hammett of Metallica, who also used it on Metallica's latest album, 72 Seasons, and did pretty much loads, half or more of the tracking with that guitar. So Greeny is one of the most storied guitars in all of music. Needless to say, Gibson haven't been slow in producing replicas of Greeny to sell to those who want to capture some of the magic themselves. We've seen extremely high-end custom shop versions, but now there is a Gibson USA Kirk Hammett Greeny Les Paul standard at an attainable price. It's not cheap, but it's arguably attainably priced, and this is what I've got in my hands today. So let's talk about some of the features of this guitar, which retails for just shy of £3,000. So not a cheap guitar, but certainly not up there with the megabucks custom shop versions that have already come to light. Let's take a walk around its features. So it's quite an interesting mix of things here that you get. They have made a decent stab at replicating some of the features of the original Greeny. And some of the more obvious things that you'll spot is these mismatched control knobs here. You've got 60s style at the bottom and the 50s style up here, which is apparently a Gary Moore mod. Again here, something here that you might spot, a little detail, is that the toggle switch ring here has no markings on it. Again, it's plain like the one on Greeny. No Les Paul standard or other insignia on the truss rod cover there. And Grover Rotomatic tuners with shallow style knobs on here. All things which aren't on the original series 50s style Les Pauls that Gibson make. You'll also notice possibly that this has a satin finish, which is a bit like the faded Les Pauls that Gibson have come out with, but which you could argue is a downgrade from the gloss finish. But what you do get on this is, instead of an AA grade maple top, you get a AAA grade maple top here with a bit more flame. So it's quite an interesting mixture of things that are meant to be evocative of the original Greeny. And of course, no Greeny replica would be complete without the out of phase middle pickup setting, or both pickup setting, and that's due to the magnet in the neck pickup being flipped, so its polarity is reversed. So that means that when you've got both pickups on, you get a kind of hollow, slightly quacky sound, and that's replicated here. Gibson aren't giving much away about the pickups. They're called Greeny buckers. We think they might be based on burst buckers of some kind. The DC resistance readings are slightly over 8k for the neck and 8.5k there or thereabouts for the bridge. So they are balanced to work together better. Just to hear those sounds in isolation, we're going to run through first clean and then dirty the pickup selections possible on this guitar, so you can hear how the guitar sounds without any other accompaniment to distract. So here we go. Starting with the neck pickup, clean tone, through an orange combo. Here we go. Okay, let's go to the out of phase middle setting. Finally to the bridge. Okay, and we're just going to add in a bit of drive courtesy of the J Rocket Audio Caliber 45 drive pedal here. Go back to the neck pickup and we'll listen to it with a bit of drive on. Okay, here's the middle out of phase sound. And finally the bridge. It's just a really nice sorted, very playable Les Paul. Is it worth the extra money over the 50s Les Paul standards or 50s style Les Paul standards that Gibson make in full gloss? Well, the only way to really decide that is to pick one up and have a go, because it has a bit of a vibe about it, something that feels slightly aged. It's not an aged Les Paul as such, but that satin finish does feel a little bit like a guitar that's been played a fair bit, and some of the other features, including the out of phase sound, certainly do bring something a little bit different to this Les Paul, and we've had a blast playing on it. It's got some very nice classic rock, good clean tones, great classic rock crunch tones possible with this guitar, and again very, very playable. So if you get a chance to try one, we recommend that you do, and we hope you enjoy the rest of this video.